Tommy Barnes. I am the Director of Public Relations and Brand Experience for Mazda North American Operations, and we are here at the streets of Willow at magnificent Willow Springs International Raceway in Rosamond, California for the Motor Press Guild Media Drive Days. I'm just a PR guy with the best job on the planet. I get to work for a company like Mazda, and I get to drive a couple of their race cars every now and then. I'm very, very lucky. We're standing next to the official pace car for Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, but most importantly what this car also is, though, it is an example of the 2016 Mazda MX-5 Global Cup race car. So one make race series that runs all over the United States. Fantastic cars, fantastic competition. So I get to drive this vehicle up here, and I've been giving thrill rides today. You came along with us a little earlier today. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm also very lucky that Mazda has this amazing collection of heritage race cars, and I'm entrusted a couple of times a year with our 1991 IMSA GTO Mazda RX-7. And then I have a 1.6 litre spec Miata that I race a couple of times a year, and then I also run with another big group of Mazda employees up at the Thunderhill 25 hour in a Mazda RX-8 every year. So yeah, I've got the best job on the planet. When Spec Miata was founded, I should say, I think looking back, it was absolutely the right race series at the right time. In hindsight, there's some things we maybe could have done better, a little bit better in the way of parity as far as engines, as far as transmissions, as far as suspension work. And we really tried to fix a lot of that on this particular Global MX-5 Cup Series. So with the early cars, you would buy a street car. You would convert it with a kit that you would buy from Mazda Speed Motorsports Development, and then you'd go racing with it. So there were always differences in how the cars were built, and you know, like the old saying is, all the cars are the same, some are just more the same than others. When we set out to develop the Global MX-5 Cup Series, however, we took a lot of what we'd learned through the years, and we decided we needed to fix some of the things that maybe we could have addressed differently. So the Global MX-5 Cup car comes from one builder. It comes from Long Road Racing over on the East Coast. They start with a stock MX-5 Miata. Comes from the factory. They gut the car. They install the roll cage, they install the suspension, the engine, the transmission, the differential are all sealed. So it's one spec car. You pay $58,000, we'll send you a race car ready to run. You even get a set of wheels and a set of tires. The only thing you don't get is a race seat, because that's a very personal thing. But other than that, the cars are absolutely identical. This is the right way to build a spec race series. Original plan was to sell 50 of these vehicles total. We sold 50 in the first week. We've now sold over 115 Global MX-5 Cup cars. We've delivered 103 of them so far. So I would say that we found the right, the special sauce, if you will, for the race series. If you're interested in purchasing a Global MX-5 Cup car, the easiest way to do it is just to log on to MazdaSpeedMotorsports.com. That'll get you directly through to the guys on the phones in our Mazda Speed Motorsports department. You let them know that you want a Global MX-5 Cup car. They will take a deposit from you. They will place your order directly with Long Road Racing, who builds all the cars. When we get final payment, Long puts the car into production, and then it just gets delivered back to you directly. So it's really about as simple as it could be. It's just like going on Amazon and ordering a book, quite frankly. My favorite part of the Global MX-5 Cup race car is very simple. Right here, show you. This bit right here, the bit that you get to sit in, and this bit right here, the bit you get to hang on to when you're doing the driving. It's such a fun race car to drive, because it's very demanding to drive it at 11/10, which is really obviously where the speed is in a race car. It's super easy pussycat to drive at 8/10. It's a little harder at 9. It's kind of nasty at 10, and it's just magnificent at 11/10. So it's a brilliant race car, whether you've been racing for 30 years or whether you're new to the sport. This is absolutely the way to go, and I promise you, you will not find a better deal in motorsports today.